Bitcoin so far is getting rejected from the 50,000 US dollar level. Right now we are trading back below the 50,000 level, and in today's video, guys, I want to talk about what we can expect with Bitcoin in the immediate short-term time frame. Is it likely that Bitcoin is going to roll over right here and break the support of this rising wedge formation and is going to see a correction, or can we still see a continuation of this uptrend and to continue to trade within this pattern? I'm going to show you some exact signals that I'm watching right now on the Bitcoin chart in order to confirm whether we can continue this uptrend or whether we can Bitcoin can roll over right here and see a further correction. Then, guys, I also want to have a look at the following chart review, and that is that Bitcoin might be testing the former neckline right here of the former head and shoulders pattern, potential head and shoulders pattern we have been seeing. And I want to have just a quick discussion about that and about the likelihood that we are seeing something like this. Then, guys, before we are jumping into the Bitcoin price action, I want to thank every single one of you again for the engagement we received on yesterday's video, because the video before we got over 300 likes, which is truly amazing. But on yesterday's video, guys, we got more than 450 likes. So that is very much appreciated, guys. You make me very happy. If you enjoy this content, if you appreciate this content, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, of course. And for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin or a variety of altcoins, there are right now two exchanges that I'm using also for spot trading, because recently we have seen that Binance is right now requiring KYC for all its customers, so it's nice to have an alternative to Binance as well. And I think Bybit and the Femex platform are two great exchanges as an alternative to Binance, and you can trade both of these exchanges with margin, but you can also trade on both of these exchanges on the spot market. And if you join Bybit with my affiliate link down below, you can claim an additional bonus of $610 US. And if you use my affiliate link down below to sign up over on the Femex platform, you can claim a bonus of $1,100 US if you meet the deposit requirements. Then, guys, let's dive right into it. And if we have a look at the Bitcoin price, guys, then we can see that yesterday we have been seeing some weakness in the price of Bitcoin. If I bring out the momentum indicator right here on the daily time frame, then we can see that if we are zooming in right here, we are still getting rejected from the declining resistance on the daily daily relative strength index. But this is not only visible right here on the daily, it's also visible and even better visible on the 4-hour time frame. So let me show you what I mean, guys. So right here on the 4-hour time frame, we have a very clear resistance on the relative strength index where we keep on getting rejected from, right? And that is just showing us that right here within this uptrend, within this rising wedge formation, Bitcoin is getting more and more exhausted. We are also seeing it in the MACD. So right here we have a higher high in the price. We are setting another higher high in the price. In the RSI, we are doing the opposite. We have a lower high and another lower high and another lower high. Sorry, guys. And if we have a look at the MACD, then we are seeing something similar. We also have a lower high and another lower high. And this is showing us, guys, that the uptrend right here, Bitcoin is getting exhausted, at least the bullish momentum. So it's getting more and more difficult for Bitcoin to maintain this uptrend. That is basically what this signal is saying. And if we were to lose a key support level, which is going to be the golden ratio based on a logarithmic time scale, which is aligning slightly with the uptrending support of the rising wedge formation. If we were to lose that, then that could confirm this bearish divergence that we are seeing right here on the 4-hour time frame and also on the daily time frame. And that could show us that Bitcoin is in for a pullback right here. And I do think that we have to take this not so lightly, because normally it is Bitcoin right now is facing a lot of resistance, right? We have seen a nice bounce, and even though if Bitcoin is looking bullish or bearish, it doesn't really matter. It does make sense to get a pullback. So what I said right here, guys, Maybe you can remember that in my videos I've been publishing right here, I've been saying to the bulls and to the bears, it doesn't matter if Bitcoin is looking bullish or bearish. In the short-term time frame, we're first going to see a bounce either way. Even though if Bitcoin is looking bearish, it's going to bounce before we are going to see lower levels. And right now, I do think that the signals in the chart are pointing. It's not confirmed yet because we haven't lost any support. That's very important to mention here as well. We first need to lose a certain key level in order to confirm that is actually playing out. But I do think that the more likely scenario, especially entering the month of September quite soon, is that Bitcoin is going to roll over right here and is going to see a pullback. And how big that pullback is going to be, we don't know that yet. We can just look at the key levels below us and we can set the determining level Bitcoin needs to hold in order to maintain this uptrend. For me personally, that is this trend line right here, this former lead-in phase, which has been acting as resistance. And the moment we broke out of that pattern, if we can maintain above that trend line and this trend line can flip into support, that would actually be the worst case for the bulls, or best case, depends how you look at it, because it also provides a buying opportunity, right? Then this could still show us that we can continue this uptrend, right? Setting a higher low right here, flipping resistance into support. However, if we were to lose this level, then the opposite is true as well. Then it is very likely we are going to test the lows right here. And it's actually going to be likely, I think, if we really were to test the lows right here, that we are going to drop below them. But guys, I don't think that is the likelier scenario right now. However, I do think it is very much important to consider it and to actually be prepared for whenever that scenario might be playing out, right? So what I've been saying in my previous videos as well, one of the signals you want to be watching is Bitcoin reclaiming a key level, which we did, right? The 61.80%. We didn't do it on a normal time scale. So if we would set the Fibonacci retracement tool on a normal time scale, then you can see that we're slightly below the 61.80%, which is at approximately 51,000 US dollars. We already saw that rejection so far. And it is still possible that we are going to see something like this, where the RSI right here, we are going to make another attempt and test the resistance, and we are seeing something like this in the price, where we are going to exactly touch that 61.80% and then get a rejection and see a drop of that support. That is just a possibility right here. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin right now is rolling over and that this is the exact top. No, definitely not. But, and this is a very big but, if Bitcoin wants to maintain this uptrend, then there is two things we actually need to do, and that is we need to break above the declining resistance in the relative strength index, and we need to break above the declining resistance on the MACD indicators. Because if we cannot manage to break above these declining resistances in the momentum indicators, then I would say there is a very low chance for Bitcoin to really continue this uptrend, because there won't be enough fuel left for the rally, because the momentum is always the fuel, and we can see that right now the fuel is drying up. So guys, let's set the Fibonacci back on a logarithmic time scale. I feel in my analysis that most of the time this has been more significant than a regular Fibonacci retracement. So we can see it also right here in the levels, right? These levels, these Fibonacci levels are getting quite well respected. And I do think that the 61.80% right here, which is at approximately 47,580 US dollars, that is going to be a determining level. If we are going to lose that level, combined with the bearish divergences, which are visible on the 4-hour time frame, but also on the daily time frame, and this of course comes along with breaking the uptrending support of this rising wedge pattern, then I think Bitcoin might be in for a bigger drop during the month of September and is going to see a pullback, and we might even reach the target of the rising wedge pattern, which you could set the target right here, the bottom of the rising wedge. I would set the target of the rising wedge pattern actually right here at the 38.20%, because as you guys know, if a lot of traders are watching the same target, sometimes the price reverses already before we are actually hitting the target. So I think it is better to set the target at a other level where we are seeing confluence with Fibonacci levels as well, which would be the 38.20%, slightly below 40,000 US dollars, so at 39,315. So guys, that's what I'm right now watching in the price of Bitcoin. I think it's more likely that in the coming month we are going to see that pullback unless we can break those declining resistances on the momentum indicators, but also on the daily time frame, especially when we are losing support, that a bearish divergence on the daily time frame combined with losing a key level, the 61.80%, most of the time that is quite a big of a signal. It's quite a significant signal if we have a look at previous times that on a daily chart we have bearish divergences most of the time that comes along with quite a pullback on the daily time frame. Do I think that we are going to sweep the lows right here? Well, personally, I do not think that that's the case. I think Bitcoin is still in its fifth wave structure to the upside, and I still think that by the end of this year, Bitcoin is going to be at much higher levels than that we are trading right now. However, I do think that September, the coming month, can be a turbulent month where we could be seeing a Bitcoin pullback, which can create also opportunities for people to increase their position on Bitcoin. Then guys, I quickly want to have a look at another chart right here, and that is that we have been forming a potential head and shoulders pattern, and eventually we broke out to the downside, and right now we are testing the neckline. And actually this would be a bearish scenario, right? That would mean that this was the top and that Bitcoin can continue in a downtrend right here. I do not think that this is a likely scenario at all. I saw somebody sharing it over on social media, and I saw it got quite a lot of engagements. That's the reason I want to bring it out. Normally, I don't think this is a very beautiful pattern due to the fact that we should have been testing the neckline early on instead of testing the neckline a couple of months later. Also, when we have a look at the target of this head and shoulders pattern, then we can see that we actually already kind of met the target right here. That also makes it really invalid to use this as an argument that we are right now testing the neckline and are going to sweep the lows right here. So I think this is not a not a good pattern to watch in the chart. It's not a valid pattern for me to say that Bitcoin actually is looking bearish. However, what I do want to point out is that the trend line right here, the support and resistance trend line, does look interesting. So we have a we have a support right here. Right now we are trading below the level. It does make sense that we are experiencing some form of resistance around these levels. It's not only with this trend line. You can also make a horizontal trend line right here. Then we can also see that we got some reactions right here. So there's quite some trend lines aligning right here. Also the 61.80% based on a normal Fibonacci retracement where we are running into right now. And normally when we are running into a lot of resistance and that comes along with an exhausted rally, what we can see in the momentum indicators, then most of the time we have to be slightly careful right here, because that means that we could be seeing so a form of a rejection right here. Doesn't mean that Bitcoin cannot continue this uptrend. No, I do think that Bitcoin is going to continue this uptrend. However, in the next few weeks, I think it is possible, unless we break those declining resistances on the momentum indicators, that we are going to see that pullback due to the fact that we have a lot of confluence. We are running into a lot of resistance levels right now, and that comes along with a rally that is being exhausted, what we can see in the momentum indicators. But okay guys, that was it for today's analysis. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, guys. If you all enjoyed today's video, make sure to scroll below and hit the thumbs up button. That is very much appreciated. If you haven't been subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Then for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin and a variety of altcoins, over on the spot market or with leverage, you can do that either on the Bybit exchange or on the Femix platform. And if you use my affiliate link down below to sign up on Bybit, you can get an additional bonus of $610 and on the Femix platform you can get an additional bonus of $1,100 if you use my sign up link down below to join one of these platforms. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.